Yo, good morning GMG. I'm back again with another morning prep video for you guys. For those who don't know, new to the channel, what have you, every morning or most of the mornings, I try to get it done every morning. I come in here and do a little morning prep where I kind of go over some of the levels for ES that I'll be watching. And then towards the end, I kind of go over some of the possible trades that we can take with the ES SPY or SPX. Yeah, we kind of go over that just to kind of give new people, new traders, or anyone who's looking to learn how to prep for the market, what levels to watch, and or just what levels other people watch. These are the ones I watch, right? So if that sounds like something you want to stick around and watch, do just that. And if it sounds like something you don't want to watch, then get out of here, man. What are you still doing here? All right. So with all that out of the way, I would like to make this video kind of a little quick. So I do apologize if I am going over the information too fast. It is that it's 9:11 already, 9:12. Market opens in about 15 minutes, so I am not trying to still be making this video when the market opens. All right, so with all of that out of the way, guys, let's get into what I'm watching today and what are some of the possible trades for today. All right, so for you guys who have been watching the recent videos, you know that we have been talking about this area up here. Now I'm gonna put a nice little rectangle around it so you guys know what area I'm talking about, right? So we have this area right here back in May, right? Started in May, and we had this 8-9 day consolidation, right? So it consolidated for 8 days, and then on the 9th day we broke down on some pretty bad news, right? So we've been watching this same area over here. As soon as we entered this area, we were already assuming that we were going to trade sideways for a while, until some kind of catalyst or something pushed us either up and out to the top or back down to the downside, right? So we know that today we had CPI numbers come out at 8:30 a.m., right? That gave us a huge move to the upside. You guys are going to see that a lot more clearly when I go down to the hourly and smaller time frames, right? But you can see it right here. For today's session, we're already a big fat green candle. We're up and above the red dotted line that I had at 41.70, but we're not out of the water yet. All right. Yeah, it's looking bullish. We are breaking up to the upside. We're up over the 200 EMA again, where we rejected 2 days ago. But if I come over here, and I mean, I know I have this blue, I'm gonna just get rid of this one real quick, and we just use our region, and then the top of this candle, right, broke out of this region, right? We're just gonna start at the top of that and come all the way down to the bottom, and you can see that we're not 100% out of the water yet, right? We still have this basically 4200 even as resistance, right? This is where we stopped right here and came back down. So we do have this area for resistance, but nonetheless the news did push us up, and right now it is looking like the bulls are running the show for this morning. All right, so I just want to keep in mind maybe 4200 above that before you try to hold any or secure any long positions, right? Anything below anything below 4200 seems a little more risky, because 4200 is a resistance coming up, right? So just keep that in mind if you decide to go long prior to 4200. Okay, we'll go ahead and get rid of that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the daily. We've been talking about these levels for the last week, right? There's nothing new we were watching. This is exactly what we were watching for. Today's news to push us either up or down, and then let's just see what the rest of the day holds. Right, so we're gonna drop down from the daily, and we're gonna go down to the hourly, where you guys will see my overnight high up here. The orange lines always represent overnight levels. Overnight high up here, overnight low way down here, and then the dotted white lines represent yesterday's high and yesterday's low. So we were in balance in between these two. Bulls did kind of step in a little early, around 3 or 4, just a little bit, pushed us up to the previous day high, then we kind of chilled there. But here's the move that we really want to look at, right? 8:30. As soon as it hit 8:30, the news came out, and this is actually the 15-minute chart. It doesn't really matter, it just looks the same. But 8:30, news comes out, and there's our 60-point up, right? And I'm pretty sure, right, from 41.38 all the way to 42 even, so just about 60 points on that one candle. And I mean, when I say one candle, guys, like if I drop this down to the 5-minute, One candle, right? All that ran that up, and then now we're kind of chilling. Okay, so there's our CPI news reaction. A lot of bulls stepped in, a lot of buying stepped in. People are, I guess the word happy, content, all right, with what news came out, right? Nobody's butt hurt. No one, or I'm not gonna say nobody, because anyone who went short right here end of yesterday, yeah, they're probably gonna be a little butt hurt this morning, right? But yeah, that's what we're trying to get at. The news came out, 0% inflation rate month over month or whatever, and just slightly lower forecasted CPI numbers. So I guess things are looking up, okay, and the market is representing that. All right. So what are some of the possible trades that we have for today? Well, one of the trades that we like to do when there's a huge gap up like this is obviously a gap fill. So what we mean by that is, let's say, I'll put this line right here. Let's say the market was open right now, and this starts to cross below. We would want to try to get at least some points on the way down, right? A gap fill would mean that we get it break wherever we opened. Again, I'm just assuming we open right here. Or I'm not even assuming. For this example, we open right here. Break below that, you start seeing some selling pressure go on, some sellers stepping in. You know what I'm saying? The stocks are looking weak. The chart's showing you that we're going down, what have you, whatever you're looking at. You can definitely short right here. The gap fill would be all the way to yesterday's high, so this gray line down here. So you're looking for like a 55, 60 point gap fill. I myself would not be too greedy and wait for that entire gap fill. Definitely try to secure 5-10 points on the way down or so, and then maybe leave a runner to go ahead and see if we just fill the whole gap, right? But the move was so strong. The news is not bad, and we aren't going to sit here and expect the gap to get filled completely. Don't be that guy. Don't be greedy like that. Just take some points on the way down, and then maybe have a runner try to secure the entire gap fill. All right, so that's the gap fill play that we have for today. And that's kind of how we try to look at every gap fill, right? All these buyers, all this inventory should be corrected if we start to move down. Obviously this much though, 60 points worth, it's a lot. I'd be happy with 5 to 10 points, 15, and then let's say the runner just runs all 60. Perfect. All right, so that's one possibility. Another possibility would be we get acceptance up wherever we open, right? So let's just say this blue line is our open again, and the reason I put it there, as you guys can see, right, this is just a little tiny bit of support, right? We came down and that's where we bounced. So if this line, if we open right around here and this plays as support, we could just trade sideways for a while or whatever. Don't do nothing if that's what's happening, right? But if you see a break up and over the overnight high, I wouldn't be too crazy about jumping into longs. Like I told you guys a few minutes ago, is anything above 4,200. It is this area right here. It is the top of this guy, but it's resistance, right? I mean, right here it's technically what, 203, 4203, 4204. So if you get in immediately above 4,200, you could get yourself cooked, unless you're going for 1 point, 2 points. I mean, maybe that's fine, but just keep in mind that we have that 4203, 4204 right above. So I wouldn't really be too keen on going in long here. I wouldn't be too jumpy to get into long, obviously, because we just ran up 60, 70 points. So any push forward and up would need to be significantly strong, right, to keep on going up. I don't want to, quote unquote, be a chaser in this situation, right? So I'd like to sit back and wait. If I'm leaning long, like if I'm leaning to go bullish on a trade, I'm definitely going to be waiting after the first 30 minutes maybe of today's market open, just to go long, because anything up and over immediately could be a fake out, could be up $2 and then we just start to drop or whatever, right? So that's really most of the time why I don't even trade the first 30 minutes of the day to begin with, right? But after a catalyst like this, news like this, and a 60-point pop in pre-market, I'd definitely trade a little more conservative towards the open here. One contract, whether I'm going up or down, and then add on the way down or whatnot. But overall, I feel, quote unquote, safer playing shorts in this situation if we start to kind of fill some of this gap. But like I said, not we're not gunning for the whole gap, right? 60 point potential, we only want 5 to 10 or so. Okay, so those are two of the trades ideas that we're kind of leaning towards, whether we push up or down. I'm kind of leaning more towards the down play, but we'd watch and play whatever. But that's kind of what we're leaning towards. And then of course we could just have sideways movement up here, chill up here. After that 60 point move, we might just get some sideways movement and maybe not many trade opportunities at all. But we are watching and we are prepared to trade whatever does present itself. All right, so that about does it for the morning prep. You know what I'm saying? That pretty much knocks out everything I'm watching. Again, 60 point move up does present a gap fill play. We're not gunning for the entire 60, but if we get the entire 60 with a runner, that's great. Love that. We're not too happy about going long, and I don't want to say happy, actually. We're not too I want to say my conviction to the upside is not as strong as the downside. All right, this is long story short. I'd rather go short, and this is like the A+ setup where like going up is not an A+ setup, right? You can find it, you can make it an A+ setup. You find a perfect stop loss to put somewhere based on whatever we get during the intraday and whatnot, sure. But it's just not what I'm watching right now. All right, so that's kind of gonna sum it up. That's pretty much everything we're watching, so that will do it for the video. Like I said, market opens in about 8 more minutes, and I was trying to get this one done quickly. We're looking at under 12 minutes, man. This is probably a record for me. But yeah, so you guys go ahead and take the information as you will. I do hope that the information I put out in my morning prep videos is helpful to some, and you know, I find it fun to make these videos, and I know that I've been missing a few days here and there, but I'll get on my shit, I promise you. All right, but that'll do it for this morning's video. I will see you guys in tomorrow's morning prep video. Let me know in the comments if you know, if I missed something. Let me know if you guys want to see something specific. What can I do to make these morning prep videos better for you guys? All right, let me know that in the comments. And if you guys are not in my Discord, join it. It's free. I don't even ask you guys to talk in there. But if you guys notice that I'm inactive on YouTube for like a week, maybe I'm not making videos, that doesn't mean I'm not active in my Discord. I am in the Discord every single day. Even if I don't get the video up, I go into the Discord and I kind of give them a trading plan. I give them what I'm watching and stuff like that as well, right? So if you ever want to go ahead and jump in that, it's in my, I'll put it in my description. It's in the description of all my videos, all right? But with all that, I'll let you guys go. Peace.